Yo, I'm back with another one. All right, y'all. This is gonna be another discussion video. All right, so this is why this is video. It's gonna be a video about why Goku is the best crossover character for what ifs. All right, this is gonna be once again. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a video of me discussing why Goku is the best character for crossover what ifs. All right, and this is I mean, y'all see me. I've done a lot of crossovers. Goku and DC, Marvel, The Boys, Naruto World, so on and so forth. Like I've been around. All right, this video was 4 years ago for crying out loud. Right, so I'm gonna show and explain the reasoning behind this. All right, and I'm pretty sure this is a fact in the sense of this is the most popular. I'm pretty sure Goku what ifs are probably the most popular on YouTube. I mean, someone could correct me about that in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. I mean, I grew up, I've been in this my entire life. Like, I've grew up uh, reading what ifs, the people posted on forums, websites, fanfiction websites, videos on YouTube. I've been in discussions, yada yada. Like, this is my thing, and it's not just been Goku. I've just been in the what if scenarios. Like, I'm a writer. I was into creative writing in school. Like, it's always been my thing. But anyway, enough of me talking about that. So the reason I decided to make this video on why Goku is the best crossover character for what ifs is I got a comment that I've gotten before in multiple videos, right? So I had this comment on my What If Goku Landed in the Boys Dark version. It's coming from a guy named Riley095. And he says, if Goku was evil, he would kill Homelander in less than 30 seconds. Now, this is me doing a video, or in that video, Goku and the boys, he lands and he's raised by Vought. And this guy's reasoning is, oh, Goku would kill Homelander in 30 seconds. He actually wouldn't. And this is why Goku's a great character for damn near any what if scenario. Okay? And I said it in the video, or I said it in the comments, which I think I was incorrect. I said the problem with this statement is that Goku as a child had a power level of 10. People seem to forget that, which means if he was sent to any verse, he could grow at different rates, which is true. But he actually didn't have a power level of 10 when he was a Saiyan baby. He had a power level of 2, and I'll show you that now. Right? So Goku had a power level of 2, right? For comparison, the average human has a power level of 5, as seen with the farmer in Dragon Ball Z, making newborn Goku weak even by some human standards, which is why he was sent to Earth. For a contrast and comparison, Broly had a power level of 10,000. Alright, Broly had a power level of 10,000 as a baby. Right? Through intense training and countless near-death experience Zenkai boosts, he surpassed his low-class status. Right? So, he was born with a power level of 2, which is even weaker than some humans. And because of this, that means if we make a crossover, what if, and put him in any verse, it doesn't matter if it's, it doesn't matter if he's hanging out with Spider-Man, or he's with Superman, or Omniman, or whatever, we can have his power level grow to match whatever verse that he's in. He doesn't have to become overpowered. And that gives him so much range to be in really any story. I mean, you could put his ass in Attack on Titan and be fine, if you wanted to. I mean, see, the problem still goes into the creative writing experience. You have to make it seem good. You have to make it sound good. You have to make it cool. And the scenarios have to be cool. The writing experience. Because you have to understand, by the time Goku was 12 years old and he was found by Bulma, he had a power level of 10. All right. And then as we see, he progresses. He had a power level of 10. He goes to train with Master Roshi. 20 power level. By the time he goes to the tournament, he's at a 45 to 50. Red Ribbon, he's at 50. Korin's training 120. Demon King Piccolo Saga 180. Ultra Divine Water 260. 268 when he's basically a young adult. And 334 is his power level during the Raditz Saga. So he didn't even really get into the 300s until he was an adult. So with that being said, Goku, if he landed in the boys' universe, whether good or bad, in the case that I'm making on there, I'm doing a dark version, but he would be raised in that universe, which means he wouldn't get Planet Buster strong, because he would be around, his growth would be predicated on what he's around, and that's why he's so versatile for any story. All right, that's why he's so versatile for any story. So he could have a good fight with Homelander. Now this is, of course, all of this is predicated on in the Goku crossover what ifs he lands as a child, because if you just, boop, suck him in from suck him in, pause. But if you like take him from when he's an adult, Super Saiyan God Ultra Instinct, blah blah blah, you throw him in, I don't know, Avatar: The Last Airbender or something. Well, then yeah, it's a problem. But if he lands there as a child, his growth would be a reflection of what is around him, and that is great. All right, that's why he's so good. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he's the most used what if in these YouTube streets. I could be wrong. Someone put in the comments someone that has more what ifs than Goku, because I haven't seen it. All right, so it doesn't matter. Any verse you put him in, because of his weak power level from the start, any verse you put him in, he can have you can write some really cool fight scenes, really cool interactions, really cool training montages, because his power level will be, once again, based on the environment that he's raised in. It's honestly great. All right, and you can raise him in the overpowered verses, like with One Punch Man or with Superman, right? I have a Superman and Goku. I have a what if Goku's in DC, right? Probably my most famous popular story. And in this verse, I have Goku and Superman being raised together by the Kents, which people said was peak. I appreciate that. A lot of people like that idea. But then that's the thing even more. Even though this is way down the line, I can stretch this story for years easily, because let's say I finally finish the Goku and DC what if this version. I can do what DC Comics does, which is they have multiverse theory. So we can have multiverse where different scenarios happen. Now I can turn those into short stories or big stories. It would depend on the audience. But I mean, there's so much range there, and I'll get more on that in a minute about the multiverse and how different versions of Goku would turn out in these crossovers. But yeah, back to what I was saying. It doesn't matter if you put him in a overpowered verse like One Punch Man or Superman, or if you put him in a underpowered verse in comparison like Naruto or Avatar. His power level would be adapted to whatever verse that he's in. All right, it makes him perfect for all those situations. Because, for example, like if I put somebody like Vegeta, right, or if I put somebody like Vegeta in, I don't know, if I put Saiyan Saga Vegeta in Attack on Titan, I mean, it's over. He's just going to blow the planet up, right? It's pretty obvious, right? Because Vegeta has a strong power level. Same with Broly. Even though I did a Broly and Invincible that people liked, I kind of did some artistic license there because, let's be real. Broly's going to solo all of them. That's why I made his main contention being that he can't control his power, right? So he's always suppressing himself. But, because that's how you'd have to write him. Broly's an overpowered person just off the rip. But, yeah, you can have him in anything. Like I said, you can even have him in Attack on Titan. I don't know how the hell you would make a cool, compelling story on that. But you could do it. Somebody could do it. And also, so that's one reason. His power level can scale to literally any verse. Because of his Saiyan biology, and he started off as a low-class warrior with a power level of 2, which was less than humans. But also, Goku is a good character for crossover what-ifs because of the relationships, right? Or the romances or love interests, right? Because, his personality. And also because, a lot of people, a lot of people in the Dragon Ball community, they don't like Chi-Chi. This is quite obvious, Once again, I told you I've been in these forums and whatever. How many times I read what if Goku was remained single, or what if Goku married Bulma, or what if I've seen a million of those when I was reading those growing up, as like a teenager. And it's because people don't really like Chi-Chi. But with a crossover, there are characters that would have cool romantic interactions with somebody like Goku, like Esdeath from Akame ga Kill, or Starfire, who I still think, by the way, is the best romance option for Goku in any crossover, by the way, even though I chose Wonder Woman because I'm a man of the people and they wanted the Wonder Woman. I still believe that Goku's personality and Starfire's personality is literally perfect. They both like food. They both have that naive way of viewing the world. They're both super strong. I think that's like the greatest peak relationship. But don't worry, because like I told you, I could do multiverses, so this could still be a thing. Spoiler alert, it will be. So there's also the love interest we can do. He's perfect for a lot of love interests. Um, by the way, let me know some love interests that you would think would be good for a crossover, because I'm genuinely curious, and tell me why you would think that would be great. Because some people would just put like, oh, Goku and Psylocke, but then they won't put like why. I'm interested to know why people think that Goku would go well with certain characters in a crossover for romance. So there's that. So we have the power scaling, can scale to any verse, which is awesome. And then you have the romance options, because people genuinely don't like Chi-Chi, even though as I've gotten older, my disdain for Chi-Chi has lessened. But also, and this is going to be the last reason, what also makes Goku a great character for crossover what ifs and him being raised in these verses is that you can always go two ways with it. Like in the same way that I did a Goku and the Boys dark version, right? You can do the dark version because you can have it to where he's raised by a loving parent, or he hits his head, or he doesn't hit his head, and it's more of a nurture thing. And he's raised by somebody like Debbie, where he becomes a hero, or at the very least, a good person. Or you can have it to where he's raised by somebody like Omni-Man, somebody like, I don't know, somebody like Orochimaru, somebody like Aizen, somebody like whatever, and he has that Sand, Conquer, Kakarot mindset. So you can really, and by the way, let me know what y'all think of this this Omni-Man like Sand armor. I think it turned out pretty clean. But you can have the variety of going the good route, or you can have him go the way of the Sand route, the way that Radix intended when he came to see his brother. So you can do that as well. Once again, it gives it a lot of variety of what you can do with what ifs, man. I'm telling you. Like, and I've always thought this. And this is why Goku is the best. This is why Goku is the best crossover character for really any what if. Alright? Any what if. Honestly, pretty much any what if. Because his power scales, the romance interest, and you can have it to where he becomes a naive Goku, or you can go the Kakarot route. It's genuinely great, and that's why I think that is. I mean, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this is a discussion video. I'm still working on that Supergirl movie. That's why I haven't been uploading. I'm still writing that script. I genuinely don't know if I'm gonna be able to have it with the sound effects and stuff by the time Supergirl comes out. So what I'll probably do is I'll drop it with me just reading the script, and then I'll have people with voice acting and all that in there later, because I don't think I'll be able to do that in crunch time. I mean, I'm trying, but I doubt it. But anyways, man, let me know what y'all think. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I didn't shout out my members, but I'll pin a comment. Shout out to the members, man. Y'all help me make better and better content, producing better and better content with your donations. I greatly appreciate it. And subscribe, all that. Peace.